Mom Matters, created by moms for moms, a safe space for moms' voices to be heard and for moms to lean in and support each other. We're joined today by a mom, and she happens to be a pediatric sleep consultant. Her name is Natalie Shellworth. She's here to give some tips on sleeping habits for our children, how we can help our kids achieve the best night's sleep possible, and also parents then get the best night's sleep possible, right? Which is so important.
Oh, it's so important.
I want to talk about that. Why is good sleep so important for parents and their kids?
It's so critical. It's really the foundation of a family's health, mood, and well-being.
Absolutely. It's the foundation of every single health aspect you can imagine.
Yes.
Mental health,
absolutely.
physical health, emotional health, social health, all of it.
All of it.
Even your financial health. Because
Yes.
it comes down to your ability to think clearly.
It does. It so does.
Yes.
It impacts every part of your life.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Okay, so sleep is a very important foundation we cannot look beyond. But let's face it, families struggle with this.
They do.
Why is that?
I think in today's world, there's so much advice out there that you don't know what to take.
Exactly.
Or you try different methods and nothing works and you're bouncing back and forth and it's not consistent. I also feel like parents feel that they need to constantly respond to their child, and that starts blurring the lines when it comes to sleep and giving comfort, and then creating dependencies. Then you add in the
Slippery slope.
Exactly. You add in the sleep regressions, the teething, and all the other, inconsistent routines, and sleep just spirals out of control.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the most common struggles, though, you see when it comes to parents having a hard time getting their kids to sleep? Because when you first become a parent, sleep seems like this beautiful, mystical land that's far away.
Yes.
Because you have a newborn, right? And you're like, what was that? I used to do that. Oh, yeah, I used to sleep.
Yeah.
Because you're, first of all, dealing with this child that's new and getting them into a sleep cycle. But then all of a sudden you, like you said, develop into the toddler years, and it's just this kind of snowball, if you will.
Right.
So what would you say is the most common struggle you hear from parents?
I think a lot of it stems around sleep regressions. So
Okay.
your child may be sleeping beautifully for the first number of months, then you hit that sleep regression, and you start doing things that create bad habits that then you continue to do, and you don't know how to get out of it. Say, pulling your kid into bed with you and sleeping with them. And then you have to learn a whole new skill to get them to do something else.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that, because myself as a parent, I would say my children did really well as infants and even as toddlers. We were on it with making sure that their sleep habits remained really strong, and therefore we as parents were able to stick to a schedule and sleep well.
Right.
It is different now.
Grow up and they...
It's very different now because, they are older and they're busier. But however, it still impacts us as parents.
Right.
Because then now I'm the parent who's anxious because my child's out late.
Exactly.
And not coming back, so that I'm not sleeping. Or I have a soon-to-be middle schooler who is struggling with other issues with sleeping.
Yeah.
So this is something that I think parents cannot take for granted, meaning,
Absolutely.
oh, we got this in the bag. They did good when they were young. No, this is maintenance.
It is, absolutely. It's all about maintaining that routine.
Okay.
And consistency. Kids thrive on predictability and schedules.
They sure do.
Throughout their whole entire childhood.
And so do adults.
Absolutely.
Even though we don't want to admit it.
Right.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and when we don't, then we
pay for
struggle.
it.
Yeah, we do pay for it. Okay, there's a lot to talk about this. I know there's sleep myths to debunk. You have advice for parents. We're going to have a really lovely, elongated conversation on the KTVB Plus app. So parents, if you're struggling with sleep with your children, with yourself, just sleep in general, you're going to want to see this conversation. Again, it's going to be on the KTVB Plus app coming up. Look for Mom Matters. Before we wrap, though, right now, really quick, 30 seconds,
Absolutely.
give a quick piece of advice to our viewers.
Consistency. I think the biggest part is create a consistent bedtime routine. Have a consistent bedtime, and the bedtime routine be the same time and the same order every single night. It makes a huge difference. And make sure your child's not overtired That's a big one.
Or the parent is overtired.
Right.
Where do people find you, Natalie?
You can Google me at Natalie Shower Sleep Consultant. It'll pop up my email. My website. I'm also on Facebook at Natalie Shower Sleep Consultant and on Instagram at Natalie Showorth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.